Welcome, everybody. I don't even remember what round we're in, but we got a matchup here that should be a fun one. It's going to be Xanxus and Gaignun taking on Choices and Mario. Choices and Mario facing elimination in this round here. Gaignun and Xanxus having just the one loss from earlier in the tournament. Joining me tonight are Invoker of Legend and Sandal Inc.
Hello.
Hello.
And these two fine gentlemen are going to carry me across the finish line as I slowly lose my mind as this tournament winds down. But we're going to go ahead and get things underway. I'm just going to sync up the video here. So if everybody's ready, we'll start the video in 3, 2, 1, play. Looks like a decent aura start here for Xanxus. And volume way too loud for me. I'll give you some spoilers on my match. He's got a way better start than I did on lane.
Oh, I haven't seen that match yet.
That was not a good day for lane.
Well, that's even more of a spoiler.
Yeah, lane was rough. We see here more aura. You lucky bastard.
Conventional rock shot lane.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
Yeah, I think we've seen a rock shot out of at least 2, if not 3 people.
And Choices as well.
Choices decides to go with the good old tried and true use a sword to block rock shot technique.
It does work, usually.
It's pretty damn effective. Honestly, I'm impressed that he managed to come up with it. It's a high technique.
Kamikaze is going with the classic Tiger Strength Faith type build here. Also, something we see a lot on lane.
Well, in the last round, you may remember, it was Tiger Strength Faith out of both Choices and Mario. They didn't even change arsenals, let alone schools.
Well,
they
it's
both
not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, they both ran the exact same arsenals all 3 games against Ebony and Savage. It looks like that is what Mario's most comfortable with right now. Looks like it's Psycho Faith, which we already knew because we saw the flash ult, but there's the Bregan. Does catch him in the lift.
Ooh.
Choices again, relying on that sword technique. It's really getting him some good work in here.
He hit him with it, but he just got the 0 damage.
Bregan was being facetious.
Yeah, sorry, it's Choices. I can't help but be just a bad person.
Hey, he makes the poor choices. Don't make poor commentary.
Ouch. I think that might be the most savage moment of this cast. I don't know if I can insult Choices any further than you did by comparing me to him.
Oh, popping a capsule right there.
Loses the flash hole, and yeah, Choices did manage to get 2 capsules, but he took a rock shot for it. So he did get hit once. Picks up a second rock shot. Choices does manage to avoid those attacks there for a moment. Muramasa connects on to Xanxus, and that was massive out of Mario. Well timed. Choices continue to stick around. Choices is going to take 1 Rian from Gaignun. Haven't seen too much out of him yet. He's been playing a pretty conservative game so far.
I was just going to make that comment.
He was lacking defense early on, and now he's got 2 shields to work.
Mario eats 2 rock shots back to back, trying to get off that Lucifer's arrow. That's the second rock shot they flash hold too.
I don't think he's going to be too worried about that sitting on that reincarnation, though.
Yeah, he's got his own diabolical trick. He's actually going to drop the trance for the charge. Judge of Ares to execute himself there. He will get one of Mario's capsules. Mario needs to be careful with that Lucifer's arrow. Gaignun's all the way down to bravery now. No shields in hand after that Judge of Ares.
Could it be the recall bravery deck that we've seen in the past?
Another diabolical trick. Mario seems to continue just be cowering in Choices base rather than getting anything else. Not sure I like that decision. He does die now. Choice is going to be forced to drop the diabolical trick most likely. He actually drops an attack, valuing the diabolical trick.
Oh, with Reborn being as low as he is on capsules.
That was a
they're
good
both
hit with the
under 10.
Excalibur, finally getting a little bit of work on it. Mario's going to eat some damage. Choices is going to connect onto his own partner. Hits Xanxus once again. Choice is taking a lot of abuse from Gaignun.
That fake Excalibur is just not my favorite attack.
That Lucifer's arrow really hasn't done a whole lot of work for him yet either.
Well, it is going to prevent Xanxus from being able to really pop, though, and they can't just stand still and do so. As long as he's being hit by it.
Well, he's
Ooh,
been
Mario
doing a
eats
pretty
a
good
railgun,
job
too.
of getting away with it.
He's got to be in range for that Lucifer's arrow to work against the Diabolical, that's for sure.
Mario's continuing to stay alive. Sounds like Choice has actually gone over and started diabolical tricking Xanxus, who's going to go down to the Lucifers.
I don't think Reborn's really
Gaignun,
too
yeah.
concerned here.
He's got a really easy pickup, honestly.
Yeah,
Choice is actually going to die to his own partner's Lucifer's arrow.
that's a risky run when you're spamming that.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough pickup. Oh, too early on the block. The Willow throws off the timing. That'll be game one. Going to Xanxus and Reborn. Looking pretty solid, but you definitely seeing a fight there out of Choices and Mario.
It wasn't an absolute blowout, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're honestly looking better than anybody else has versus Gaignun and Xanxus so far.
They managed to drop Xanxus. Reborn was kind of just sitting pretty in the background there, just taking his time and being a little bit methodical as he's known to be. Xanxus taking the brunt of the action, and he's pretty good at handling that role too. So in that way, they actually make a pretty good team.
Yeah, Sandal, did you catch what map we were on next?
No, I did not.
All right, we'll have to see if it's... If I remember correctly, I believe it goes to Refinery. Any ideas on what you think we're going to see on Refinery?
Well, we can see that they have the faith key there, so I got an idea about what that's going to be.
Reincarnation?
Reincarnation all around? Just going to be like an Oprah episode. You get a reincarnation, you get a reincarnation, everyone gets one.
I'll tell you what, something I've been familiar with from this map recently, or I've been fond of, I should say, is the old Lucifer's arrow. It's pretty good on this map.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see that.
Look under your chair. There's a Lucifer's arrow, too.
Kamikaze being the lone jumper here, if we have a reincarnation war, he could end up being in a worse situation.
I've always felt like jumpers have at least a bit of an advantage on this map, though. Just the ability to traverse the map is a little better.
I'll tell you what, that might seem obviously the truth, but have you seen the way that Reborn cartwheels around this map?
Well, no, don't get me wrong. Xanxus and Gaignun are both very highly skilled cartwheelers, but there's just always that X factor when you're on the railways and you try to cartwheel an ability that you can fall off pretty easily.
I just got an error. Are you guys still watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
Oh, mine just kind of failed on me. Let's see.
Well, I'll tell you the time remaining once you get it reloaded. But fantastic start for Xanxus so far. He's actually going to pick up the amulet. I thought he would have kept on that Angel's Wing. But it looks like it is Tiger Strength Faith for Choices and Mario. Gaignun hitting a big ol' ice sword, so that's Nature Kai. Hyper Kick connects onto Gaignun and Xanxus from Mario. Very good hits there. Choices, stand still for it.
Alright, hit me up with the time, Bregan. What we got?
So it's the time remaining in the Phantom Dust match. 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. 35. Another big ice sword is going to take down Choices. Mario responds with a kick and revives. Choices, though, is just being executed left and right. If you're still lining up with us, we're at 22 remaining. 8:21, 8:19, 8:18. Sounds like Choices is gone to begin popping. Although it's so early in the game, I'm not sure I like it. Especially when he's got that reincarnation. Gaignun is out of Ice Sword uses, I'm fairly certain at this point. I heard it once more, and we saw him hit at least 2. Goes and he overwrites an attack, possibly the Ice Sword, but I didn't see what his other one was. Xanxus is taking more damage. No, he's kept at least an Ice Sword, that or he's picked up another. Audio is starting to glitch up a bit on me here, and Mario and Choices are going down. Mario just barely manages to make a pickup. Oh no! It looks like Xanxus has actually lost connection to his controller. Gaignun is playing 2v1 right now. And it doesn't look like it's going well as he takes 5 more damage. Xanxus looking on wistfully.
Pretty sure I got myself kind of synced back up here, a little bit off, but pretty close.
It should be 7-10 remaining right now. Gaignun's doing pretty good in the 2v1 as it turns out. He killed Mario, nearly killed Choices. Choices manages to make the pickup and has somehow survived. Gaignun taking trash damage down there.
Oh, great
Gaignun goes down to Choices. Oh, he gets hit by the Willow and the Hyper Kick. And that's going to be game 2 to Choices and Mario. What a tragedy that his controller died. Could they have killed them off there if he had been there to follow up on Gaignun in the 2v1?
What's the timer in the video that you have right now? Sorry.
Let's see, it's at 18:57, since we got to sync up anyway.
Okay, no,
And,
I'm pretty good there. I'm pretty good there.
Well, it's not going to be until 23 that they start playing almost. Let's go to 20.
Oh, I see.
Let's go to 22:30. And we'll start from 22:30 since they spend like 4 minutes, I guess, working that out.
I can't, for some reason I can't get 22:30. Let's see.
What are you at?
Yeah, me neither.
I got 29 or 31, one of the two.
I can do 29.
22:29, you guys are saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how it doesn't let you do that sometimes. It just goes to either side of it. But I'm at 29 now.
Let me know when you're at it there, Sandal.
22:29, right?
Yeah. Well, that was a brutal match. I mean, Choices and Mario were doing pretty good. They were definitely dying more than Xanxus and Gaignun, but when it came down to it, when Gaignun went down, they were able to close it out before Xanxus could make the pickup. They had good pressure there. And, you know, you can ask those what ifs, but, you know, the controller died, I guess, from batteries or whatever the reason might have been.
It's funny, I saw Kanye in the private chat saying to Xanxus to remember to charge your batteries or something.
Yeah, that must be it. That's going to be the new meme.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it's a bad way to lose a match.
Yeah, I had that happen with me and Filthy once in a match, and it's not a happy way for your team to go down. But
all right, well, let's go ahead and we'll get this started underway again. So we'll start the video in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
Another hot start for Xanxus here with the boost mine. Gaignun's not too far away either.
We're going to get that vibration laser up as fast as we can.
Yeah, I think they ought to have him leave there so that they don't get hit by the willows from Choices.
It's Chirp.
I'm actually hearing Gaignun's voice for the first time too.
I heard it a little bit there myself.
Yeah, Turbulence now.
Gonna get the Tiger Strength off of Mario.
Yeah, that would have gotten rid of the Tiger Strength.
Yeah, you set up.
Burns his return to free up his base a bit. The orb, unfortunately, jamming him up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Really no need for that here.
Had to overwrite the return. He's getting more vibration.
Good start, but not a great couple of second hands there.
Looking to get to that stimulate vibration, I think. But we've seen him run a couple of times. Choice is going to take a lightning sword from Gaignun.
And there it is. Tiger Strength on Choices now.
Picks up the orb.
But no
They're
defense
both
on
up in his
Choices.
base at this point, too.
This is a little bit ballsy coming into Xanxus' base. He's going to look for the opposite side of the map with that vibration down now, and he falls off.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was
intentional, do you think?
intentional. Could have been.
triple 3 damage there on everyone.
Gainun's putting in work there with that lightning sword. It's got to be getting kind of expensive at this point. Oh, eats the fire Gehenna. Mario's
Watch
just sitting there
out for those.
staring him down, waiting for it.
Xanxus just blasting his aura right out of his base with that orb.
That could be real dangerous if he takes any aura damage.
Right, a quantum decay right now could be pretty huge.
I mean, he would have to be frozen for it to hit, so I guess he's a little more confident.
true.
He's got the orb. Gaignun goes down.
So it's just not looking good.
Xanxus
for
overwrites
Xanxus
the
and
orb,
Gaignun.
but he's already at 2 health himself. Mario's gonna get hit by that flame sword. Crystallization now to Gaignun is what we're hearing down there. It's actually pretty close. Health is almost completely even. Dark Hole is gonna
Dark
take
hole.
the...
Yeah.
Doesn't even get broken. Gainun's crystallization. Look, he's at 7 capsules. He didn't break a dark hole.
Wrong skill.
That
So he
is not
must
good.
have
Gainun actually
Yeah,
gets
well.
hit by Emmanuel and by Xanxus.
That's an unfortunate turn of events.
Choice is going to cartwheel away from that one nicely. But they're
This
down
is
to
a
1 hit
Mario
apiece.
Really putting the pressure on right now. Not afraid of these 2 giants that they're facing, just coming at him hard.
I need
Very
to
impressive.
Gainun can't keep shooting at choices either because he could lose it.
Seems
Venom
like they kinda
Fangs
have him
could be
shook a little bit.
dangerous.
Needs to be double pieced up. Just come up here.
Nice try with that man right there.
Gainun's finally going to be able to break some shields. Mario goes down, but so does
Crystallization.
Xanxus. Can they get the kill on his choices? Choice's got a tough pickup here. No, he made it. Mario gets picked up. But they are now on that vibration with that. Oh, Choice is going to get pegged by that, but so does Gaignun.
Xanxus is really finding his comfort zone right now with his vibration up the way that he wants it to be.
Misses the manual. Choices is up. They're back to close. Gainun's down again. Fire Gehenna
Just
quickly
getting
puts him back
picked
down.
on.
Oh, double willow.
Cartwheeling into the corner there, I'm sure that's not what he was trying to do.
Oh, he just barely misses it. Gotta go again. Oh, Mario goes
Fancy
down.
moves.
1 willow, but he does make the pickup. Gaignun now at 2 capsules.
Have a second one.
There goes the armor roast,
more.
and that's going to be devastating on his Xanxus. Gaignun makes the pickup, though. He has this other stimulate on base. He's able to get back into the fray.
Right there.
Oh, and he loses it right there.
Oh, fantastic victory there for Mario choices.
Man, they just had to keep that pressure on. That's just a testament to how tough these players can be right there. The tenacity of keeping in the game despite having a really rough draw, it looked like. Gaignun unable to break a dark hole with 7 capsules
So I
remaining
didn't realize
on the
pit didn't
crystallization
matter, to be
deck.
honest.
No,
He's a
I
Yeah,
player with skill
Kamikaze,
number
he really kept that
27 and
pressure on
28.
Xanxus, like early on. It was in Xanxus and Gainun's favor, and it looked like he was about to seal the deal with that vibration laser, but with all that pressure Kamikaze kept on Xanxus, he prevented him from, prevented Xanxus and Gaignun from taking out choices.
Well, and we have to consider now, last match we were talking about what if, his controller hadn't died. But now we've shifted to the question is, what if Xanxus and Gaignun lose another round here? This could be their first real loss in the tournament. This is their first 2 losses of any map to Choices and
very
Mario
impressed.
right here. It's very impressive so far that they
Yeah.
managed to keep in.
Right,
Good
the
pressure.
composure, the pressure, that was fantastic. I mean, I'll just speak from my own perspective. If I were them in that situation, I think sheer nerves would cause me to play worse than I normally would, just because of the players I'd be facing. And so the fact that they were able to maintain that level of composure and that level of play in that situation is just nothing short of impressive.
Well, and you got to remember, too, that they're common scrim partners of Gaignun in the past, and I imagine with Gaignun and Xanxus as well. So these are players they're used to playing against, and I guess some of that intimidation factor that might affect some other players hasn't rattled them. Very impressed so
That's a fair
far.
point.
And they're at match point right now. They hold the advantage in the series. It is 2-1 in their favor. I hesitate to call that I think that they're going to pull the series off. But they are definitely ahead in the series right now.
If I had to say, just based on what I've been watching, it seems like they have a good chance here. But also, you take into consideration the fact that they had basically had that victory handed to them. And I don't want to take anything away from them on Refinery, but that thing with Xanxus controller was definitely, that was definitely in their favor.
Well, you gotta capitalize on your opportunities. It's one less game they have to finish.
Sure. And maybe that's putting Xanxus and Reborn sort of on the back foot, and that they feel shaken just having taken a loss to that. Maybe that's affecting them mentally as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're running out of talking points here, so I think we're going to skip ahead again. Let's go to...
Oh, no. I've got plenty of talking points, but we can skip ahead.
Let's go to 31-12.
31-12, okay.
Hold on.
I'm actually able to stop directly on 31-12. Interesting.
Sandal, you there?
Yeah. Okay, I'm there.
All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Another good start for Xanxus. 3 aura, but he does start with an orb in hand. I guess you call that
Maybe
good
not
or
so
bad,
bad,
depending
though.
on your look.
Yeah, well, look at Choice's hands. It could be a Turbulence. It could be something. I mean, Turbulence wouldn't really affect him if all he have is Orb, but
I feel like every time I run orb, I just wish that I hadn't. It's so rare that I feel happy that I have an orb in hand.
I've been leaning more on the Amulet than Orb myself lately, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go with what fits.
Yeah, we were getting some real video glitching here. Gaignun's already taken some damage there. Choices with the 5 damage reincarnation. But he is pinched between 2 swords. Backdraft will also connect.
Looks like they're gonna knock him down. And
Gaignun's got
Take
the
them
blazing
down.
there too. Try and turn your sound up just a little bit, Sandal.
Beautiful. Choices has a dead skill, and that's fine.
So that was a Turbulence, right? And Choices had an Orb or an Amulet?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume the
Probably
amulet.
amulet,
Mario does
right.
lose his Tiger Strength though.
Unknown.
Some more uses for the Amulet for Choices. He's getting beat up right now.
Gaignun actually gets frozen by his partner
That's
there.
okay.
well, it's better that he blocked Gaignun than took damage.
Choice is going to go down early to Xanxus. They're coming back with a vengeance. See how much of a hurt they can put down on Mario as he makes a long pickup run.
Great defense there on Kamikaze.
Just using that guard to get by that flame sword.
They're getting
This
some of
is
that
other
damage
shield.
down. I'm having a real hard time seeing exactly what's going on, but they're getting
It's a
there.
little bit skippy.
Mario,
See that he has faith primarily.
yeah, it looks like
so
he tried to use
probably
a
flash.
Miramasa there, but they're just eliminating him as he goes down the stairs. He took so much damage. He makes the pickup, but that is such a deficit to work at now.
Yes and no sometimes on this map. Maybe sometimes you want to be down close enough to his faith decks.
Well, maybe not like this.
Well, that's a good point.
Tiger reinforced.
Choice is going to take another flame sword there. And this is just a straight brawl.
Well, you see the 2 cartwheelers coming out with the flame swords, and that's about as straightforward as it gets, but straightforward doesn't mean it's ineffective.
5 damage Rian. They're showing some signs of life getting back in this. Gaignun takes the Fire Gehenna as well. Choice is going to go down to a flame sword, and I have no idea how Xanxus didn't eat that sign.
It's just the hands are tipped here. You know, Xanxus and Reborn have those flame swords, and they know there aren't fortresses or anything they have to worry about. There are no iron skins, or else that we would have seen them by now. So they're just exploiting that fact.
Yeah, and there goes Choices frozen, and that's going to be game. And that's going to be a tied-up series for us. The decide is going to be, the deciding factor is going to be here on Highway. Let me see, how long does this take? That is another long break. That's about a 6-minute break. So let's go 39. Let's go 39:45.
39:45. Highway to decide it all.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean game from Xanxus and Gaignun. They just, yeah, like you said, they had the flame swords. There was no iron skin, and so they just went to town, went to work, rolled the sleeves up, and put the work in.
Surprising that we didn't see the iron skin too, since we did see the tiger strengths. You know, from both of them. You know they had key. You know there were iron skins in there. They just didn't draw.
I mean,
them
they had
early
faith
enough.
too. They could have had Angel's Wing. I'd rather have iron skin any
That's
day,
true.
but
That's true.
you know,
You
they
should've had
had
either.
the tools there, and they either didn't get them or didn't pack them. And so that brings us to Game 5. Some poor choices in Kamikaze and Mario already performing well above what I think most would have expected in this right here, going to Game 5 versus them. And so let's get this underway. Start the video in 3, 2, 1, play.
I think this has been one of my favorite series so far.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
A lot of jank coming out here. Look at this.
Yeah, we see one aura onto Mario.
I got my orb. I think it's a very good call.
Right, that makes me think Vicious Balance when I see that. but
There's been so much of that lately on Highway. Everybody's been wanting to do it. But there goes the Turbulence.
Not gonna
Amulet,
work
though, is
against
gonna
the
block
orb or
it.
amulet. That must have been an amulet, correct? He only
I
has
did
one
see that I
aura.
had one of the other. So you have one.
What do you think, Vicious Balance? What do you think, Sandal?
Yeah, you're the expert, Sandal.
I don't know. Kamikaze, he seems a little hesitant with what he's picking up. But
Looks like Xanxus is thinking Vicious Balance, holding on to that aura.
he might as well at this point. Oh, we got the Mephisto, so we'll find out if he wanted Vicious in a second. No, it doesn't look like it.
He has a
Not when he goes up to 3 like that, right?
amulet.
Yeah. It's like Mario didn't have the start he wanted more than anything.
And Gaignun is in there just screwing that booch right there. Nice manual aim flame sword.
Once again, if it's not broken, why fix it?
But you might have to be more.
Well,
likely to
that's
be,
what you do. Choices can't dodge sword, just follow them around, keep hitting them with it.
Hey man, that flame sword can be hard to dodge when it's in the hands of an expert like Xanxus.
I don't think Xanxus has missed one yet.
Yeah, let's convert to.
I also have a hard time dodging flame sword from somebody like Esper. That son of a bitch.
So it was a lack. 7 damage fire again, that does connect. I know they said they wanted to switch targets and kill Mario, but it looks like they're willing to kill Choices again. Mario's
Why
got
is
lower.
Choices holding that aura though now? There
Maybe
is going
just
to be a
control
Vicious
them? I
Balance.
don't know.
A late Vicious Balance? Something like we might have seen out of Sandal?
That was a
recently?
well-executed maneuver out of Gaignun and Xanxus. They can cartwheel, force it into the flame sword after. Well
Yeah,
executed.
Choices did pretty good though, lasting there for quite a bit.
Whatever they've intended, Mario is
He
down
has
to
a
11
dash.
capsules, and they haven't even started it.
It seems like they had something planned out that was sort of in depth, sort of involved, and it just didn't draw the way they wanted it to. And against somebody like Xanxus and
That can't be
Reborn's
the right call
team
right
like
now.
that, it's just you're up against it.
Gaignun criticizing Mario vocally.
What was it that he said?
Well, Mario went in there and popped a capsule. I mean, Gaignun's got 19 capsules remaining. So I agree.
That's it.
That is not the right call to go into his base and pop
Alright,
capsules.
Mulligan.
So,
So the fact that he had the diabolical, doesn't that suggest to you that maybe they were looking at something more like a sort of a capsule popping deck, maybe a violent change kind of situation where they were trying to mill them out?
I guess they could have been trying what they did against me and PDDCM in the first round, but it really, really didn't work out. Like, extra bad. Didn't work
I
out
don't know.
there.
I feel like that kind of strategy is going to have to be really well practiced, really well executed. The Arsenal's going to have to be really finely tuned to be able to do that against a player like Xanxus, somebody who's super comfortable coming at you early with hard aggression. Reborn sort of isn't as fast or aggressive as a player, more methodical, but when you've got Xanxus on your team, you don't really have to rely on yourself to be that player. And playing Jake against him, you really ought to have your shit together if it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a bad Aura start. We all saw that. But whatever it was, even after 11 capsules, he hadn't managed to figure it out. Or, excuse me, after 20 capsules, he still hadn't managed to figure it out. And when you leave after burning through 20 capsules with just a diabolical trick and a shield, and you have yet to have any offense, either the arsenal's been designed poorly or something went catastrophically wrong. And he didn't even suffer any erase. There was no level erase. The turbulence, even though it went off, didn't take anything because he had an amulet.
I think it was just probably a poor start for them because he Mephisto's packed it and it seemed like it was just for an aura. Whatever he had a Mephisto's pact, so he could have picked anything from his arsenal, and it seemed like aura was probably the thing he needed, and that was an indication of how bad his draw was in the beginning.
Yeah, it could have been a recall violent change loop kind of situation that just didn't go well because of aura.
Yeah, something clearly not working out there, but what an impressive series. You can't take that away from him. Mario and Choice is taking not only the first, but also the second game off of Gaignun and Xanxus in this tournament, and they will regrettably go down 2-3 and be eliminated from the tournament. Gaignun and Xanxus will remain undefeated in match score, if not maps. And that will be the last we see of Kamikaze Mario and Sunport Choices going out in, I believe that's 7th place in this tournament.
I mean, that's regrettable.
Set.
Oh, yeah,
It's
absolutely
possible we lose 2 other teams in this round as well, so it might not be a solid 7th place, but they finished top 7 at the very least.
Well, for them to have performed as well as they did against a team of that caliber just now, and to show us their ability to win at that level and be eliminated in the same breath, it's just sort of, it's a bit disappointing, for them for sure, and I mean even to me as a spectator. So it was definitely an awesome match to watch. It's cool to see them just coming out and just hitting hard like that against players that would be pretty scary to most people, and just an awesome series in general.
Yeah, fantastic series. We were glad to have them, their second appearance in the tag tournaments, and we'll be looking forward to hopefully seeing more of them in the future. Fine bunch of guys, but they will be saying sayonara to this tournament, and Gaignun and Xanxus will continue to look for the championship. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll have more tournament action coming to you.